Alright guys, just recording in here because it's pretty noisy outside. There is a crap ton going on at our house today. You can see the drywall truck in the back. So drywall is getting delivered. Window return guys are inside installing the window returns. EIFS guys or stucco guys, they're on the outside putting base coat. If you look at the garage carefully, it has cement coat installed on the front of it. And septic guys are over there and working on the septic system. So lots of stuff happening right now. I don't really want to bring it inside and show off all that stuff while the trades are there, just in case people don't want to be videoed. So yeah, so lots of stuff going on. It's pretty cool. So septic tanks are in. They got installed yesterday, as you saw in the video clips or the clips that I showed you. And they're just kind of working on grading right now and working on the mound. So they've put a bunch of our random material we had all over the place. They've installed that over on our mound, which is great because that's brought it up to where it needs to be, and we haven't had to haul in any more material, which helps with dinero. And yeah, so they've got all the other materials sitting out there. There's like sand piles, gravel piles, all that kind of stuff. So right now he's just pulling topsoil from over there as well too, and he spent a bit of time leveling that whole section out, which is absolutely awesome. So all right guys, was out here the whole day, and it's about 4:30 right now, and I'm just kind of getting things cleaned up and cleaning up all my crap. So anyways, finally got the trailer winterized. I managed to leave the furnace on the other day when it was frozen, so battery was completely dead. Got a charge into the battery, and we got it all winterized. And I just walked all the way here and forgot my key. Alright, so the last thing we have to do here is the auxiliary shower, and the trailer is then winterized. So you're just waiting for the red stuff to come out. There we go. Just like that. Alright, so that part's done. Yeah, battery was completely dead. Now it is charging with the solar panels, so I have a feeling that in a couple weeks we're going to be staying in here, is my thought. So I just want to make sure that this is ready, winterized. I'm going to get the propane tank filled up. I changed the propane regulator today because the other one went nuts and was ready to blow up. So anyways, yeah, we're done winterizing the trailer. Let's go for a tour on the rest of the house. All right, so stucco is progressing as I talked about, so you can see the front of the garage there is base coated. They've done some more stuff on the side of the sports court there, the dark wall. So that's awesome, that's progressing. Drywall is delivered upstairs. There's a lot of board filling the house upstairs. And then our septic tanks are all installed, so talked about that already. So there's tank number 1, tank number 2, and not a lot to show you on the septic side of things other than the ground here has been all flattened out, cleared out. That big dirt pile that was here, obviously they've used it over there, and it's pretty awesome. So basically it's a straight line from, or a fairly straight line from our tanks there, and that comes out to our septic field, which is right here. So basically we've got 2 mounds. Doesn't mean a whole lot to me other than we've got one mound which is higher, the next mound which steps down a little bit, those white pipes sticking out of the ground, those feed the 2 mounds, and then over there is all the white pipe that gets laid down. And then over there is all the rocks and gravel and all that stuff that gets laid over top of the pipes. So there's a lot that goes into it, but that's progressing. It's almost done. And the ground out here looks amazing, just with the way everything's been leveled out. Looks awesome. All right, guys, upstairs here, and we have board. So the board got delivered today, as I was showing you. It's kind of scattered all over the place. Anyways, that is a good thing. Borders and tapers lined up, I think, for Monday. The plumbers came today and they installed the main fixture for the bathtub. So our bathtub is a freestanding bathtub. It's going to sit kind of fairly close to that fixture, but it's going to sit in this area, and it's sitting in that box right now. So anyways, that's done. There's still some window returns that are waiting to get put in. So these are the returns. I think they glue them together and wait. So I think those are just waiting to dry, but there's a bunch of those kind of just floating around. And you can see in the TV room there, some window returns in the corner and a whole bunch of board. So very, very exciting. So once the board goes on, then basically the spray foam can come in. So I think maybe Wednesday next week, and they can put the super seal, which is about 3-4 inches of half-pound foam on the ceiling, and then loose fill goes over top of that. So nice thing about the super seal is that few inches of foam does so much. It air seals the attic space, so warm air going into the attic space doesn't happen. And it's just a great insulator. And then the loose fill on top is just the icing on the cake, if you will, to use the cliche. Main floor, basically the same. We've got our sound insulation installed. And then basement, it's chilly down here. Plumbers came today and they installed the bakery taps and stuff, so that's done, which is great. So now there's nothing holding board up down here other than the window and door returns. And in the sports court here, I framed out that wall today where the pipes were. So I had to saw those 2x4s down to match the ones we did down here, and just basically frame that out. So when you're looking at this wall, you're going to see the wall is going to be 100% boarded, and then the wood part will be out a little bit. So not a big deal. I think it's better to do that than frame out the entire wall. And obviously with the cost of lumber right now, that was a much less expensive option. So that got done. And then I put some blocking up top there in the very center of the sports court in case you want to hang something, things like that. So that is basically the progress for today. Lots of great progress. The stucco guys are still outside working on stuff, so they're doing a great job. And it's going to get dark here. So that's the progress for today, guys. Good stuff happening. Monday, the drywall for the main floor is getting delivered, and the basement and sports court is getting delivered. So we've got to modify the scaffold a little bit so they have access to load stuff in the front door and the basement door. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a couple days on Sunday. All right, guys, welcome back to property. So I'm out here today. I wasn't out here yesterday, but our septic guy, Matt, I think his name is. If you watch this, Matt, I think that's your name, I'm sorry. But septic guys spent a bit of time kind of leveling everything out for us. Looks awesome. So this is the shop area, and he did a great job. Hopefully you can hear me because it's really windy out, so. Very cool. Looks great. So this is exactly what we wanted to do with all of this dirt, was basically just level it out like this and just make it more normal back here. So yeah, it looks great. Did an amazing job. So we've got a few small things to take care of today. Nothing too crazy. So we are, I got a little bit of wood to cut upstairs, just in the master bedroom base of the wall. The garden room over there, or the spare bedroom, going to adjust that doorway. What else? Oh, just a little bit more pre-installation before the drywall goes in. I think I want to do our bedroom upstairs. So just got to do stuff like trimming those little pieces of wood off. I think I want to insulate in between our bedroom and the laundry room. So just a couple little things like that to do today. So nothing too crazy and nothing too wild. And then also going to do in between the TV room and this bathroom as well too. I want to make sure that that's insulated as well. So, oh, and that one right there. Anyways, so a bunch of things to do. I thought it was smaller, but bunch of things to do. A little bit of cleanup here and there, a little bit of things like that. Have to modify the scaffold outside for drywall delivery tomorrow. But I'm going to get to work, and if there's fun stuff to show you, I'll show you. All right, guys. Well, I've got a bunch done today. I'm just doing some cleanup around the building, just grabbing scraps of wood and stuff like that that's been floating around inside. But figured I'd give you a shot here of what it looks like. So they've worked around the sports court, the back of the house there to do base coat, and they're just working on this needs to be done, that whole section, and that whole other side as well too. So making progress. They're not out here today, but hopefully back out here tomorrow, and they can just keep plugging away at the base coat. Yeah, I just basically cleaned up inside, got those little things that I needed to get done, finished, and it's home time now, so that's it. Well, and there's kind of a cool shot of jet stream over top of the house. Howdy guys, we are back out here tonight. It is Tuesday night and just doing a couple little things, hooking up the electrical connections to the furnace. So tomorrow, hopefully, when the propane tank is filled, the furnace guys can come and turn the heat on, which would be ideal. Propane tank's still empty. It's light enough that when you shake it, it moves. So Stucco guys have just been working on the base coat, and I see that they've done down there. Haven't taken a boo around back yet, but looks good. Looks real good. So boarding started today upstairs, so we'll go take a quick look around there, and we're just doing a couple small little things tonight to help things along. All right, and we got board. Oh, it's gonna be too hard to see. So I'm standing in, there we go, standing in the stairwell, and we got board in the stairwell. Very cool. Awesome, so it looks like most of the ceiling up here is done in the upper floor. So we're standing in the master bedroom right now. Walking into the closet. That's all done. Cool. Totally changes it in here. So just the ceiling in the TV room to do, plus a couple little areas out there. So the reason that the upper floor ceiling was the priority was because tomorrow spray foam is starting in the ceiling, and that's a really cool part of this particular video. Is we are working with Elastochem, and we are doing a special setup in the ceiling, and I'm probably going to end this video at this point because tomorrow will be a completely separate video with just the Elastochem foam. So we're actually trying out a brand new spray foam in the ceiling up there, and so it's a new product from them. It's just like their old stuff, but it's a little bit more refined. So anyways, that's the whole point of that, and looking forward to getting that done, because once the ceiling, the flat ceiling sprayed, it'll totally change how much heat the house holds. So, all right guys, and it may be a little bit dark to see, but our mounds, I guess, if that's what you want to call them, look like they're done. So right there and there, I don't know what those things are. Maybe they're access panels or something. But here we go. So that's our septic system. It is all the way to the fence. So I'm assuming that because that's like topsoil there that they put back, where you're gonna have grass and just the natural long grass that grows everywhere is gonna grow back over top of that stuff. So that's good. And then we're just coming to the back of the house here. Awesome, and there's the back of the house. So lots of base coat is completed. I don't know if the other side's done up top. But that is wonderful to see all that stuff progressing. Oh yes, the guys were working on that today. So you can see up top there, the base coat and mesh is done on that peak. So basically there is just the south wall, which is the big wall over here, to do, and then we've got some on the front as well. And the camera really doesn't do how dark it is. It's showing this is a lot brighter than it is, but you can see the moon in the background. But this will be a nice picturesque location. So that's it for this video, guys. Really happy that progress is happening. Today is Tuesday, and next week on Friday our stuff gets moved into the house, and basically 2 weeks from kind of today, 12 days from today, we are homeless. It's gonna be fun. So our crap's going in the house. I have a really strong suspicion that we'll be staying in the trailer over there, but I think I'm gonna pull the trailer over here so we can plug the trailer into the house. And we're gonna be camping in the trailer for a couple weeks.
A couple weeks? Heck no.
As long as it takes them to tape the house. We'll see.
Better be quick.
We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, which is going to start tomorrow, again with spray foam up in the attic, using a new product from Elastica. Thanks guys, and we'll see you next time.